puts our water at risk. Each Brita filter can replace up to 300 water bottles. Better water, better world. Brita.
My name is Clancy Solomon, and we're in Winnipeg, Manitoba. One of the charities I'm involved with is Kids Fishing for a Cure. We take children being treated for cancer fishing. When I bought my Silverado, I wanted the reliability because people depend on me. It's very strong and hardworking. It helps me accomplish what I want to do. I am totally inspired by these kids. I'll tell you, they own a lot of real estate in my mind.
Artists. Virgin Radio, Winnipeg's #1 hit music station.
Missed an episode?
It's clearly marked on the schedule.
Thanks, Sheldon. It happens. And we've got you covered. Catch up on all your favorite shows at ctv.ca and the CTV app.
That's my right. Gotta go.
The following is paid programming. This program may include segments which have been paid for by the organizations or individuals featured in the show.
Time to play Kinsmen Jackpot Bingo. Your chance at lots of prizes and lots of fun. Now with tonight's show, here's your host.
That would be me. Hello, everybody. Kathy Kennedy, so glad you are with us tonight, and I hope you are set to win a whole lot of money. We've got another record-breaking jackpot that we're going to try and give away this evening. Hey, the big lottery didn't go last night. Let's see if we can give away some big bingo bucks tonight. By the way, a couple of things. I know that some locations were sold out of cards this week. My advice always to everybody who asks, get out there early to get the cards. Don't wait till Saturday afternoon to pick them up. Get out there on a Monday or a Tuesday. Tonight, we're playing with the purple colored cards. Take a look down, make sure they're purple in color. 8 winners last week that we're going to tell you about a little bit later in tonight's show. Let's drop the balls and start tonight's game and give away some money. Gosh darn it. There is our website where you can find all kinds of great bingo information. KinsmenJackpotBingo.com. All right, get the dabbers ready. Here we go with our first ball of the evening. On the O row, 70. O 70. Look at that jackpot. $330,416 could be yours tonight in 50 numbers or less if you have a totally blacked out card. I-17. Under the I, here's 17. Here comes our first N-line number of the night, and it's 36. Check your cards for N36. Back we go to the O row, 66. O, 66. Our first G line number of the night, 49. Under the G, 49. N34. Under the N34. Here's our first B line number of the night, and it's 2. Under the B, 2. G56. Under the G, here's 56. Back we go to the O row, 68. Under the O, here's 68. B10. B10. On the I line, here's 23. Check your cards for I-23. Back to the B's we go for 7. Under the B, number 7. On the G line, here's 58. Under the G, you're looking for 58. N43. Under the N, here's 43. O65. Under the O, here's 65. Our next ball is on the N line. You're looking for 38. Under under the N38. Keep your eyes on the N line. We are going to stay there for 33. N33. B6. On the B line, 6. Staying on the B line for 12. Under the B, number 12. G47. On the G line, 47. G53. G53. I-22. Under the I, here's 22. On the O road, 71. Check your cards for O, 71. And again on the O row, 73. Under the O, 73. G46. G46. O67. On the O row, here's 67. Back to the B's we go for number 5. Under the B, number 5. G60. G60. All right, our next ball is on the B line, 4. Check your cards for B4. 29. Under the I, here's 29. N44. Under the N, 44. Moving to the I line for 20. Check your cards for I, 20. B14. Under the B, here's 14. N35. Under the N, here's 35. B1. Under the B, number 1. Our next ball is on the I line. You're looking for 16. I-16. And we stay on the I line. 18. Check your cards for I-18. Moving to the G row now for 52. Check your cards for G52. N45. On the N line, here's 45. And we stay on the N line for 37. N37. And again on the N line, 32. Under the N, here's 32. Moving to the I row now for 26. Check your cards for I-26. B11. Under the B, 11. 59. On the G row, here's 59. I-21. Check your cards for I-21. Back we go to that G row for 55. Under the G, you're looking for 55. Our next ball is on the N row, 40. Under the N, 40. G51. Check your cards for G51. Down we go to the O row, 75. Ladies and gentlemen, you can hear the drum roll. You know what that means. Here we go. Our 50th ball tonight is under the B, number 9. Now we are going to pause and give you a chance to review all of your Kinsmen Jackpot bingo cards. You got to make sure you didn't miss a number or two along the way. Easy enough to do when you're playing multiple cards. This being the 50th ball, pretty important one, because if at this point in time you have a totally blacked out card, well, get ready to do a dance, because $330,000 and change could be heading your way. B9 is our 50th ball tonight. Now, while you're scouring your cards, ever thought about joining the Kinsmen Club? Well, if you have, let me tell you about a great event. It's happening on October 29th, and it's the Axe for Hunger event. Love this. Kinsmen are going to be getting a tour of Winnipeg Harvest. They're going to be sorting some food, and then after that, as you look for 064, they're going to be going axe throwing afterwards. How's that for a whole lot of fun? So you get to join a great organization. You get to support a wonderful organization in Winnipeg Harvest. And then you get to have some fun along the way. If you want more information, head to the website, kinsmenclub.com. Again, this is on October 29th. It's the Axe Hunger event. And you're going to get a tour of Winnipeg Harvest, see the incredible work that Harvest does, and then do a little axe throwing afterwards. G50. Now, speaking of wonderful organizations, another organization that the Kinsmen Club supports a whole lot in both money and in volunteer support, Special Olympics Manitoba. And I want to give everybody a heads up now, because I can't keep a secret. December 8th, we are going to be having a very special bingo game on December 8th. Now, why did I bring up Special O? Well, I'm going to give you a hint. As you look for N31, this has everything to do, this special game, with Special Olympics and the number 50. So that's on December 8th. Keep that in mind. We're going to have a special bingo. N31. Hey, if you do find you have a totally blacked out card, the number to call is the winner's line. You'll find that on the back of your playing card. I-27. Under the I-27. And also, if you head to the Kinsmen Club website, which is, again, kinsmenclub.com, pretty easy to remember, you're going to find out about some of the other programs Kinsmen Club supports. As we stay on the I line for 24. I-24. In fact, recently the club supported training for a PTSD service dog for a young lady here in the city of Winnipeg. And in fact, the club supported many dog programs over the years, including Pets for Vets, which supports veterans and first responders with service dogs. Kinsmenclub.com for more info. Oh, we got a drum roll and a buzzer. That means that we must have a big winner tonight, or winners. Let's do a rundown of tonight's winning numbers. On the B line tonight, we called 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, B9, 10, 11, 12, and 14. Let's take a look at our I-line numbers tonight. 16, 17, and 18 were called, along with 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, and I-29. On the end line tonight, we called 31 and 32, 33 and 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 43, 44, and 45. Our G-row numbers tonight were 46 and 47, 49, 50, 51, 52, and 53, 55, 56, 58, 59, and 60. And finally, on the O-line tonight, the numbers we called 64, 65, 66, 067, 68, 70, 71, 73, and our final O-line number tonight was 75. So we had 8 winners last week sharing in our $5,000 jackpot, and let's say congratulations to Marianne Lay. She picked up her winning card at Rexall Pharma Plus in Selkirk. Carol getting her card at Campbell's Corner Store in Lac Du. Adeline, congratulations, up in Dauphin, getting hers at the Super Thrifty. Karen getting hers in St. Laurent. Rylan at the Treeherne Co-op. And our final 3 winners, Carol getting her card at Shoppers Drug Mart. Suzanne at Pal's Supermarket here in Winnipeg. And our final winner, Olga, unconfirmed just because we have yet to receive her winning card. All right, so here is, well, I'll mention the address again, kinsmenjackpotbingo.com or kinsmenclub.com for more information. News is next here on CTV. Good night, everybody.
Harvest is a community-based, not-for-profit food distribution and training center. We have been sharing food with those in need since 1984, and since then, the need has only continued to grow. We depend on the generosity of Manitobans like you for donations of food, time, and money. For every $1 donated to Harvest, we can distribute $20 worth of food to the community. Learn how you can make a difference at winnipegharvest.org.
A man shot by police.
Police were trying to control the situation.
During the busy downtown lunch rush.
Asking him, drop your weapon, drop your knife, drop your knife.
CTV News was there with in-depth coverage.
We are like family. We try hard to create a positive, upbeat environment. At Gap 8 Table. As each person steps through the door, they can leave their hardships behind and come for a warm meal in a safe environment. For a few hours, they are just themselves. Help us help community. Contact the Gap 8 Table today.
Live local news leader, CTV News at 6.
Every child has a dream. The goal of the Dream Factory is to make those dreams a reality so that despite the fact that the child is living with this awful disease or this life-limiting condition, that enjoyment of life is able to happen in spite of the disease. All of these dreams are made possible by people giving to the Dream Factory, and to give that piece of life back to these kids, that element of being a kid again.
The proceeding was a paid program and may have included segments paid for by the organizations or individuals featured in the show.
Your live local news leader, CTV News at 6.
Tonight, drumming up support.
A yes vote, an open vote, is a vote for a progressive, forward-thinking city.
The event pushing to open Portage in Main and why opponents want it to stay closed. Also tonight, finding strength in sharing stories.
I've never had a sense of belonging. It's something that I work towards.
How the Métis National Council is helping 60 scoop survivors. And later, disturbing discovery, where the Bear Clan Patrol discovered hundreds of dollars worth of methamphetamine.
CTV News, live from downtown Winnipeg, with Gabrielle Marchand.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Just days before Winnipeggers head to the polls, advocates for the opening of Portage in Main are holding a free concert to drum up support. Live bands and speakers are taking the stage in Richardson Plaza at Open Fest. CTV's Beth McDonnell stopped by the festival and has more on what the ballot question means for the future of the intersection.
Songs in support of a new era at Winnipeg's iconic intersection, Portage and Main. Organizers behind the Vote Open campaign threw a free concert to celebrate the crossing, closed to foot traffic more than 40 years ago. Headlining Open Fest, local indie pop group Royal Canoe. Band member Matt Peters says after playing shows around the world, the upcoming decision is symbolic of larger issues like car culture.
A yes vote, an open vote, is a vote for a progressive, forward-thinking city that it cherishes the pedestrian experience and kind of rejects the isolationism.
Across the street from the stage and music, cocktails and locally brewed beers. The event, a way to help sway voters come Election Day when they enter the voting booth. The question on the ballot, do you support the opening of Portage in Main to pedestrian crossings? The result is non-binding. At the bottom of the ballot, voters are being asked to fill in a circle, yes or no.
It's been used as a meeting place.
A City of Winnipeg consultant report said it could cost the city at least $11.6 million to reopen the intersection. City Councillor Jeff Brawadi believes Portage in Main should stay closed. He says some plans haven't been costed out and the impact on traffic will be severe. He does support upgrades to make it accessible.
Voting no isn't saying no to downtown. It's not saying no to a better Winnipeg. It's basically saying, you know what, we need to look at all people who use the downtown, not just people who are looking to cross the Portage and Main at pedestrian level.
Open Fest organizer Anders Swanson says voting yes boils down to the right to cross the street.
If you're in a wheelchair or pushing a stroller, you can't have people living downtown expecting to go to the grocery store if they have to take a 8 football field detour.
Organizers say whatever voters choose Wednesday, there's been a good conversation about Portage and Main. And in the meantime, another party to enjoy. Beth McDonnell, CTV News, Winnipeg.
And Open Fest continues until 11. JP Ho and Julie Penner take the stage at 6:30. Royal Canoe at 9:30. Election Day is October 24th. Polls are open from 8 in the morning until 8 at night. We have more information on our website. Survivors of the 60s scoop are coming together in Winnipeg this weekend in a show of strength and support. They're sharing their stories at a symposium hosted by the Métis National Council.
But I've never had a sense of belonging. It's something that I work towards, something that I encourage people to have. With the court cases and everything that's going on, they don't talk about the sense of belonging. There is no price tag for that.
Candace Bercier and her twin sister Melanie Cutler were taken away from their family when they were children. They were at today's symposium at the Fort Garry Hotel. The Manitoba Métis Federation says they hope to build a foundation for a framework of reconciliation between survivors and the Canadian government. Leaders from the Métis National Council met with survivors. Cutler says years later, she still feels the effects of being ripped from her home.
I was adopted into a Métis home, but raised white. And I say it all the time. And it's no insult to anybody. It was that being Native back then, you weren't really accepted. It still wasn't accepted.
The symposium marks the first of a series of engagements guided by survivors. A trauma team is also on site this weekend to help support survivors. The Bear Clan Patrol made its largest find to date in Winnipeg last night, almost $600 worth of methamphetamine. The group shared these photos on social media last night. While out patrolling in the Lord Selkirk area, volunteers found nearly 6 grams of meth. Co-founder James Favel says it was found in the community garden on Selkirk Avenue, which is an area the group patrols nightly. Favel says the street value is about $600, and he's thankful it won't be sold in the community. He turned it into police last night after the discovery was made. Winnipeg police thanked the Bear Clan Patrol today for all of the work that they do. Public health officials are investigating salmonella outbreaks across Canada, including here in Manitoba. They're looking at a possible connection with cucumbers. There have been reports of salmonella in Manitoba, BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Quebec. The agency says that the source of the outbreak has not been identified yet, although many of the people who became sick reported eating cucumbers. The cases occurred between mid-June and late September, and 9 people have been hospitalized. Police in northwestern Ontario are looking for suspects after dozens of tombstones were destroyed. It happened at the Fort Francis Cemetery on Kings Highway. OPP say around 50 tombstones were extensively damaged after being knocked over. Some of the tombstones were more than 100 years old. Police say the vandalism occurred sometime between October 12th and the 18th. The value of damage caused is still being determined. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Rainy River District OPP. A Winnipegger is hoping to steer shoppers in a more environmentally friendly direction. Winnipeg Op Shop held its 4th sale today at the Park Theatre in Osborne Village. It gives Winnipeggers the chance to dig into their closets to find pieces to sell. The Winnipeg Op Shop is a flea market for gently used clothing and accessories. Founder Laura Durling brought the idea to Winnipeg after being inspired by a similar market in Australia. She says some people may feel unsafe selling their clothes online, and this gives them an outlet to do so. Plus, Durling says it's good for the environment.
For the shopper, it's a nice way to reduce textile waste, so, keeping things sustainable.
And 20 vendors took part today. Durling says the spots filled up in a day and a half. She's hoping to host more op shops in the future. It was first launched in June of 2017. Yeah, I might want a fall coat or a fall jacket from that today. It's about 2 degrees out there. Feels a little bit chillier with the wind moving in from the west-southwest about 11 kilometers an hour, falling to 0 by about 4 a.m. Partly cloudy skies. They will clear up into the early morning hours, wind moving in from the south. And then tomorrow morning, we're up to 2 degrees by about 8 a.m. It's going to be a beautiful Sunday, sunny skies, wind moving in from the northwest. Coming up, fears of a cover-up as the Saudis admit a journalist died in their consulate in Turkey. Plus, thousands take to the streets of London for today's People's Vote March, calling for a second referendum on Brexit.
God Friended Me, streaming Sunday at 8, 9 Mountain on CTV.
If you're gonna do something, do it now! Right now, I'm open to suggestions.
Just bring the car back in one piece.
It's not a plan. Higgins!
This is gonna be fun.
They make a heck of a team.
Ever notice how much stuff you have when you have a family? Long stuff, little stuff, big stuff. Even he has his own stuff. Dodge Grand Caravan is Canada's most awarded and best-selling minivan for families and their stuff. Just because you've got to fit your family and their stuff doesn't mean they should ever feel, well, stuffed. You need more than just a van. You need a Dodge Grand Caravan. Get Canada's most affordable, best-selling 7-passenger vehicle. Now just $23,995.
Our electronics do amazing things. They're incredible technologically, and they're full of incredible elements. And these elements can be recovered and recycled when they reach the end of their useful life. The future is in your hands. Don't let it go to waste. To find out what and where to recycle, visit recyclemyelectronics.ca.
Get the best deals during our best brand sale now at The Brick. Get this LG 22 cubic foot stainless steel fridge, just $14.95. This Samsung 55-inch 4K smart TV,